Our season of Monster Hearts Recount deals with subject matter that some may find uncomfortable, such as underage sex and substance use, vampire age gaps, coercion, and violence. Always check the show notes for additional content warnings, and feel free to check out the transcripts for each episode available at therealmscast.com. Previously on Many Realms. Anna successfully auditions for band, getting her one step closer to school president and seducing Harmony. Meanwhile, Declan and Gwen's flyer insert in the newspaper has a mixed reception. Anna steals Declan's pelt out of Mina's bag, so when Mina and Declan meet up to work on their science lab, she admits she doesn't have it anymore. Mina also spills Gwen's secret about having a crush on Declan. When Gwen and Riri meet up to do their lab, Gwen believes she now has indisputable evidence that Riri is an actual vampire and that Whitfield Bay is in danger.
Hi, I'm Jory. I'm playing Declan the Selkie, and it's good to be here.
Hi, my name is Eli, and I play Anna the Queen, and it's good to be here.
Hello, my name is Jordan, and I play Riri the Vampire, and it is good to be here.
Hi, I'm Jesse. I play Gwen the Fae, and it's good to be here.
Hi, I'm Jillian. I'm your MC, your meet cute coordinator. Have a seat, get comfortable. Welcome to Many Realms. It's Wednesday, September 30th, 1994. A waxing moon rises over the ocean, and you dream. You dream about your anxieties, your desires, your identity. The moon shows us who you really are.
Anna is having a dream in the desert, ain't it always? And she has these people in sync around her. Yes, her hive mind, but also people around town, the people that are friends with her parents or their kids, people who smile at her even though they've never spoken. They're all laying bricks down around her in the center in perfect unison. And she looks down at herself and she's dressed as a pharaoh. She feels elated, and this continues on for a while. It's the bulk of her dream until her teeth start falling out, and she looks up, and who is putting in the last piece but her parents and her older sister, who now makes a ton of fucking money in the big city. They close up the tomb, and it's all dark. And Anna starts crying and can hear her voice getting younger and younger as she sobs.
In Gwen's dream, she is in puritanical America in like the 1600s or whatever. And she is the judge in a witch trial. And she has she's serving in a little buckle hat and a little white apron moment. Her friends, her school classmates have all been accused of being witches, and she feels bad for them, but she hears the evidence being said, and she knows that there's only one course of action, and she sentences each one after the other, to death by hanging. And in the courtroom, they have, for some improbable dream reason, a gallows right there, and she watches as they walk up to the noose and the platform drops beneath them. The last person she has to sentence is Riri, and when she bangs her gavel down and sentences Riri to death by hanging, Riri freaks out and starts attacking the bailiffs in the court and ripping at their throats with her teeth. And Gwen looks down at her gavel, and it's no longer a gavel, but a cold, heavy rifle in her hand. And then she wakes up.
It's dusk, and Riri is sitting at an empty dining table. As she looks up at the sky, there is a bat and a hawk in an endless circle, the hawk clearly chasing the bat, but never getting too close. Riri looks down at the table, and there is now food laid out in front of her. Steak, veggies, a balanced meal. She takes a bite of the steak, and between a blink, it becomes a calf. Not like a baby calf, like a human calf that she's sunk her teeth into. And as she kind of traces her eyes down this calf, it kind of just comes into a shadowy mess. And as she continues to trace her eyes past the figure back towards the sky, the bat is now in the jaws and talons of this hawk, and it drops it from up on high, and it lands on the table in pieces, 4 separate pieces. She stares at it, and now the figure and the calf with it reverted back to the state that it was. And as she stares at the table, these 4 pieces of the bats have these thread-like fleshy stitches that shoot across the table to one another and pulls the bat together. And it flies back into the sky, only to then be chased by the hawk once again. And she wakes up.
Declan is dreaming he is at home with his family. They are somewhere on a sheet of ice, eating some fish. Everything's very simple, very clean. When the ice cracks and Declan gets isolated and falls away and falls into the water, he is once again human and cannot swim up to the surface and is drowning. And I would like to spin this into the game, because I want to say that this dream makes Declan feel homesick. And when I feel homesick, I can roll with cold on a 10 up, choose 1 for the MC to detail. Ocean brings forth something that it thinks will make you feel better, or the ocean takes something that it thinks is bothering me. And that is a 11.
What will make you feel better?
Or what's bothering me?
Lots of people are bothering you. You wake up, Declan, and you hear someone outside your cave calling your name, and it is Gwen, who has been mysteriously summoned to your cave.
Yeah, so is Gwen gonna be like, I just felt like coming, or is Gwen gonna be like, what the fuck am I doing here?
That's the question, because, like, right now in this point of her arc, she doesn't really want to see Declan more than she has to, because she feels kind of tortured by it. So part of me wants to just put the ball in Declan's court and be like, why did your ocean magic summon me here?
Declan felt like he was drowning in the dream, and as previously established by, I think, a gaze into the abyss role, Declan sees Gwen very much as like an anchor.
Yeah, everyone wants to be called that, a fucking hunk of wet barnacle iron. Very flattering. But I want to know what Declan's going to do about this. So maybe to start, I am just standing, framed, silhouetted in moonlight in the entrance of your cave.
Very bleary-eyed, very, out of it. What are you doing here? It's not on your way to school.
What time is it, sorry? It's like, I thought it was middle of the night. Is it like...
It's maybe like...
sunrise?
Yeah, I don't know. Call it like 5 a.m.
Okay. Gwen's eyes are heavy and she sort of just seems to be looking past you. She says, why did you bring me here?
You've been avoiding me, and that feels kind of shitty. I don't know why you're doing that.
Yes, you do.
If I'm bothering you, I have it on record that I may be a little on the dense side once in a while. You gotta tell me what's wrong.
Gwen says, what do you want?
I don't want very much. I don't know, be straight with me.
I think you see a change come over Gwen Where her gaze was sort of fixed and impassive, suddenly a bit of a spark flickers into her eyes, and her posture, which was really like stiff and poised, suddenly relaxes into the teenage girl that you know. And she snaps her head back and looks around for a second, and then she says, Declan? What time is it? Where are we?
You're at my place. Why, you came here.
What do you mean I'm at your place? I back up towards the mouth of the cave.
You just came here and started, I don't know, lecturing me, I guess. Are you okay? Do you need water?
She looks kind of panicked. She's flushed, she's breathing heavy, and she's still backing out of the cave.
I'm gonna get her a bottle of water and, like, try and pass it to you and be like, do you need a sit? What's going on?
She knocks out of your hand. She's looking like she has no idea, like, where she is or how she got here. And then she looks at you and she just, like, under her breath, kind of to herself, just says, I have to go. And she turns and sprints out of the cave and up the beach.
Well, Ocean, that didn't make me feel better at all.
The ocean thought it would make you feel better. So that was an interesting way to start the morning for sure. Y'all have goals, people you want to see and talk to today. So, frame a scene. Let's get dramatique.
I go to locker 2719, which is my canon locker. And adjacent is 2718, which is Evan the Golden Retriever's, as well as Evan the Golden Retriever traitor.
Golden Retraitor.
Golden Retraitor.
Yeah, Golden Retraitor. Perhaps that's the thing? Like you're just there with Evan?
Oh, like I'm
for a
talking to
sec or
Evan?
something? Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, I think Anna is, like, genuinely worried for Evan, still worried, and is, like, maybe bringing him his favorite coffee to, like, try to cheer him up. Maybe a tiny selfish part of herself is like, maybe he'll also tell me if I keep buttering him up. But it is also a lot of, like, this is my friend who's going through something. Even if I did push, he's obviously not going to tell me, but boy has got some secrets. So I think I'm with Evan and I'm sort of being like a quiet friend presence, you know, and you don't have anything else to say.
Okay, I guess Riri is, we did the dream thing, and I think that's something that's ringing in her mind, the trying to decipher and whatnot. I imagine living a longer life as a vampire girl, perhaps she has some better insight than the average person into, like, you know, dreams and their significance and what they mean, and also probably a larger, like, appreciation for them. And so I think that her working interpretation, I suppose, is that she keeps acting out of, like, self-interest or from a position of what she believes to be higher power, then her existence will become somewhat cyclical and she'll never, like, really have any meaningful experiences. And so that kind of being her motivation, her stark motivation, she'll ask Evan to go, grab his stuff and go.
You do not have to ask him. He sees you coming. He gives Anna a knowing look, peels himself off his locker, and gets the fuck out of there.
Anna's like, okay, bye. I'll talk to you in third period. Or
I think we should talk.
Okay, what do you have to say?
Anna, I'm sorry. Your suspicions were well-founded and Evan was telling you the truth. I just wasn't, and for the record, am still not at this moment prepared to tell you about what happened that night, and I hope that you can respect that and understand that. I just felt backed into a corner, and I felt that I just wasn't ready for you to come at me so strongly.
Anna makes a motion for you to sit down next to her. She stops packing up her bag. Do you want to sit in front of your locker with me?
Yes.
I'm sorry I pushed so much. I hope you'll believe me. I know that people around the school say I'm really conniving or manipulative, but, you know, sometimes I am just actually looking out for my friends, both of you, and I want to know that you're both being, okay. But it's okay if you aren't ready to tell me. Will you eventually be ready to tell me?
Of course.
I've been told I can be a pushy person, so I'm sorry to.
Well, you can be, but that's what I like about you.
Well, Riri, I know you're pretty new to this school still, but I kind of feel like we could be really, really good friends. So I guess I have something to tell you too then. Consider it like a olive branch or whatever they give people so that countries can be friends, She's feeling so awkward, she thought Riri would answer, and
she kind of raises her eyebrows, waiting.
This sounds super crazy, but I could prove it if you don't believe me. Or maybe you would. You seem like an open-minded kind of gal. I'm a hive mind. Me, yeah. All my friends who, they always agree with me and they like me and they basically worship me. That's like, down to their DNA.
Riri ponders for a moment, looks to you and says, "That makes a lot of sense." And she kind of looks also at Evan's locker, I suppose.
Not him. He's just a little sweetie pie.
I guess that doesn't make a lot of sense.
Wait, because I knew something was up with your...
Yeah.
Well, you can reason out that it's because Jake was there too, right?
Yeah, no, sorry. The last thing I said was for hilarious comedic effect.
Oh.
And was not canon in the episode. In case you missed that. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Whew. Oh my god, I've actually never told anyone before, and I thought you were gonna, freak or not believe me or something.
Well, it's pretty easy to believe because I both fucked and sucked the blood out of Jake and Evan. The old fucking suck.
Okay, you're not actually saying this.
She's saying that canonically. She's saying I went to town.
I mean, I was kind of canonically saying it the first time. Then not the old fucking suck though.
Okay.
That's just the name of the maneuver.
But you are telling me that happened.
Yeah.
Anna, she fucked and sucked them.
Oh my god. What a relief that's kind of all you did. I mean, I'm worried for Evan still, but I thought you, chopped off their dicks or something.
Oh. You think they'd show up to school the next day?
I don't know.
So what, is that what you said?
I guess so, yeah.
Okay. Well, then I guess we're just gonna laugh together in hilarious high school girl fashion because this conversation is ridiculous enough to merit a laughing fit and an inside joke or two.
Yeah. The two hot girls are laughing in the hallway.
So you just you didn't even remark anything on the vampire thing. I mean, I know I just said I believe you and that makes sense. So
wait, did you say you're a vampire? I thought you were
I said I fucked and sucked them.
I don't know what that means.
I described that I sucked their blood.
Oh, holy shit. Wow.
And you were just I thought you chopped their dicks off.
Okay.
I see where it can get contrived. No, when I say sucked, I mean their blood.
Okay, I think at this point the bell rings because Anna's disoriented as hell, and so is Eli. Oh, whoa, that's a lot of information. Thank you for sharing it with me. Anna's very surprised, but she's not appalled or anything. They're still having their teenage girl laughing fit type in the hallway thing. And then the bell rings. But Anna's kind of Riri just told me she was a vampire. Holy shit.
Can I intervene?
Yes.
Okay. I would like to suggest that as the bell rings and you start to head off towards your first period class, Mina is waiting by the door.
Sup, dummy? You waiting for me?
Yeah, you got a minute?
I guess, yeah. 5 minutes before class starts, shoot.
Okay, she drags you into the bathroom.
Oh.
Shit goes down in the bathroom.
Wow, Mina's so forward.
Okay, yesterday, after, I don't know, you tried some shit and I had to go, I think you took something that didn't belong to you.
You're gonna have to tell me what I took for me to confirm that. I take a lot of shit that doesn't belong to me.
Large, furry.
I think you're gonna have to tell me what it is explicitly for me to tell you if I have it.
It's a seal skin, dummy.
Oh. Anna, like, flashes, like, unzips a little bit her purse. Not enough for anyone to, like, grab it and run. Just enough for you to see, like, the color of the fur. You mean this?
Yes.
Wild. What is... You, I'm pretty sure, are not a 54-year-old fisherman, so I was kind of wondering what you were doing with this.
Well, believe it or not, it's not mine. So, I have to give it back to the owner, and, well, I can't do that because you have it.
So what I'm hearing is that you didn't want to be nice to me before I had the pelt, and now you're telling me that this pelt is actually twice as valuable because 2 people want it. Who's the other one?
I don't want to tell you.
I wonder if I have time to, like, signal one of my hive mind to, like, stand outside the bathroom.
Sure.
Do that, doesn't matter which one. No one else is gonna come in. I start to encroach in Mina's space, and then with Anna, it's like really unsettling. She's got like this like sharky attitude. You don't know if she's gonna like kiss you or kick you.
Like a shark.
Like a shark, yeah. She gets in your space and it really throws you off, and she's got this very intense stare. And then with her forearm, she shoves Mina towards the wall so that she's pressing Mina up against the cold bathroom tiles. And she says, "Who's the other person, sweetheart?"
Mina just, like, closes her eyes and she just says, "I fucking hate you."
Well, you didn't want to play nice, so now we're gonna play it this way.
Kill her!
Kill Mina?
Kill her!
I don't have cover-up murder money.
Kill her!
I have cover-up assault money.
Kill her now.
I feel like you have to roll lash out physically.
I would have passed except for my bad volatile nature. It's a 6.
She kills you? No!
I die instantly.
If you fail a lash out physically roll, the other person kills you. Yeah, unfortunately.
Oh, God.
I think she manages to, like, kick out one of her legs and try to, like, hook it behind the back of your knee.
Oh, shit!
So that you lose your balance. And she just, like, shoves you to the ground and says, "Don't try that shit on me."
Mina knows my every move. She's my kryptonite.
Yeah. She's like, I'm not gonna play this game, and you are gonna give it back. But we're done here. And she leaves the bathroom.
She leaves the bathroom?
Or she tries, I guess.
Well, I know that somebody is standing outside the bathroom to, like, airlock it, but if she's not gonna talk, then she can go. I still have the pelt, so, and, although that's, like, minorly humiliating, and she's frustrated that she didn't know, but she feels, like, still confident that she has, like, means to find out who owns this, and feels like she's still holding the cards while she has this. She's having a mixed day.
Yeah, what a roller coaster.
Not even first period.
I know!
We can, skip ahead in the day if we'd like. Who's got stuff?
Gwen has like a lot of options here, and also had a weird ocean possession sleepwalk moment that she maybe thinks is a dream or not, who knows. So on the one hand, she has this like Declan Mina triangle situation going, and she's probably still upset with Declan for brainwashing her into coming to his ocean cave, and she's gonna be upset with Mina as soon as she realizes that Mina told Declan the truth. So all of that's like nice and juicy. It's kind of a matter really of like who she talks to first. She also believes that Rui's a vampire, and I was thinking about how to play this because it's like Gwen hasn't really talked to anyone or like had any kind of action around being a fae so much. Like she's made promises and they've only just started to begin snapping. So I think it makes the most sense to frame it as like Gwen thought that she had like a magic promise ability and that there was no other like magic necessarily in the world. So I think she can buy that Riri's a vampire, and kind of the shift of it is like, oh, there are other people who have like similar kind of powers to me, and that's dangerous too. I also think there's potential for her being afraid for like Anna's safety, since everything Riri said to her during their school project was like, anyway, Anna's very like powerful and beautiful and interesting, and I'm a vampire and I love spending time with her.
True.
Just like she might get the old suck and fuck if she's not careful. So I don't know. I just feel like there's a lot of things, and I don't know what would be like top of Gwen's mind, or what would be the most interesting to start with. Maybe if she's like around when Mina comes out of the bathroom, like if Mina like injured at all in that scrap?
Yeah.
No. Was she?
Well, you slammed her up against a wall.
Fair.
So she's slightly disheveled.
Fair.
Nice. Now it's your shot. She's weakened.
Yeah. She's like full of adrenaline, pushes her way out of the bathroom past Kennedy. She's trying to straighten out her hair and her clothes. And she runs into Gwen, I guess.
Gwen is getting her books from her locker, a teenage girl activity. She's just trying to find them. There's so many books, and she's like, which are the ones that I need today? Never can tell. Mina comes up to Gwen's locker, and Gwen turns around, and she's confused. She says, geez, how does the other guy look? And then she sees Mina kind of like rub her head reflexively, and she's like, oh shit, what happened?
Anna happened.
She did this to you?
Yeah.
I love beating up nerds.
Yeah, it's complicated.
Well, I've got time. Fuck first period. What's going on?
It's a long story.
Mina.
Do you really mean fuck first period?
Yeah. Are you kidding? What's my first period? Art? I'm nailing it probably.
All right, let's go.
We go to where?
Seth's.
Ain't it always?
And it always Seth's. I know everything is crazy right now, but if we can't tell each other the truth, then what can we do, Mina, right?
Yeah. Okay, well, this doesn't make me sound like a great person, but, I borrowed something of Declan's, and I was going to give it back, and then Anna stole it out of my bag. So yesterday when Declan and I were working on our project, I had to tell him that I didn't have it anymore, and so I had to get it back from Anna today, and she just like slammed me up against the wall in the bathroom like she was gonna punch my fucking lights out. Yeah, well, Princess Gale has a pretty mean temper. We knew that. What could you possibly have taken from Declan? It's like a family, I don't know. It's something sentimental. Sorry, I have sticky fingers sometimes. Maybe not cutting it, Mina. What are you talking about? You've been so weird around him since he came to town, like, and you know, I mean, it's complicated, but like, I don't want any bullshit. I want you to tell me the truth. Am I your best friend or aren't I? He has like this like fur, like this like seal skin thing that he's really precious about. Why did you take it? Because it was weird and he's weird and I wanted to know why he was so weird. I told you I get vibes, right? And every time I was near him, it was like weird bells going off in my head, and I just needed to know. I needed to know more about it. Why did Anna take it? Because it's a weird thing to have in your bag. I don't know about you. I don't steal shit out of other people's bags, Mina.
When you're missing out.
I must be. No, this is fucked up. Like, I know that I'm sometimes hard on Declan and like whatever, I have my own shit with him, but he's like a good guy. He's a good person and he hasn't done shit to you. Where do you get off taking stuff from him? Are you kidding me?
I don't know what you want me to say. It's done. I did it.
Doesn't seem like you feel bad about it.
Well, I don't... Maybe this is like really rude or whatever, but I don't know what you see in him, Gwen, because he's like out to lunch, like completely. He has no idea what's going on. He is like more worried about Kurt Cobain's baby than like your feelings.
She lost her father.
You talked to him about that?
Yeah, about that, I might have lost my temper because he was being so fucking thick. And I may or may not have told him that you like him.
Ooh, that's the magic word, ain't it? Time to kill her.
Kill her! Go for the
Kill Mina Day.
Killer.
Do you think I'm joking? Okay. So she's told me that she has broken a promise to me. So I get the super duper string on her. And fuck it. Lashing out physically.
Oh shit.
Oh, wow. She's having a day.
Are you kidding? Well, it's episode 5, first of all. Second of all, this is like the one thing that is like true of the Fae, is like, don't break promises to me and don't act in ways that I perceive to be like unjust or dishonorable. And my best friend, who I've been pouring my heart out to for the entirety of this adventure, who has been like my only confidant, who I've like trusted, has been like, yeah, I was kind of lying to you about a bunch of shit a whole time, and then the one thing you asked me not to do, I fully did.
Yeah.
Mina is a shit friend and she's about to get punished.
Nice.
Yeah!
So I am going to pull that string, the super string, which gives me a +2 to this lash out physically roll.
Just slam her head into the table, into her fries.
It's beat up Mina Day, y'all.
So that's an 11.
Yeah.
I mean, that it doesn't necessarily mean that just is more harm stacked for the record. It's not like that means like I don't think one shot her. This might be too nasty, but I'll pitch it. Mina's drinking a coffee and I grab it and like actually like scald her face badly. There's a million reasons, right? Maybe I do think the coffee is like cooler than it is. Gwen has canonically thrown drinks on people she doesn't like, so I kind of love that. That's like her go-to. Maybe I'm not even thinking about what I'm doing. Maybe it's like partially just reaching for anything across the table. Like we could justify it 1,000 ways, but what actually happens in that moment is that Gwen grabs Mina's coffee cup and splashes her in the face with scalding hot coffee. What happens?
She screams.
Okay, great.
It's awful. The poor Ceph's employee is kind of dumbfounded and like goes to reach for the phone and then just like points to the door and says, "Out." Yeah,
Gwen's already crying and running out of Ceph's. Based on my reading of the lash out physically move, because I rolled above a 7 to 9, I can presumably like decide how much harm I'm trying to deal.
Yeah.
Do I want her to get like 1st degree permanent burns?
Yes.
I mean, like she would if it was scalding hot.
It's not.
Yeah. So the question is like, how hot was the coffee, right?
I think what you got to reconcile is that you are turning this poor girl into like Two-Face right now. Yeah,
but am I doing it permanently, or am I doing it for like a week or like a month of like bad skin? That's the question.
I think 1st degree burns. That's my vote.
It's very sad for her. That sucks.
It sucks for her, but she's been... Yeah. I think a lot of people in this campaign have been doing a lot of terrible things and not receiving any consequences for them.
Yeah.
And Gwen is definitely a person who sees herself as, like, trying to bring justice as the Fae. So, yeah, I would say this is at least 2 harm. And it will probably leave, like, some permanent mark on her face. If not, like, a complete, like... It's not like acid.
Yeah.
So...
No, I would agree. I would also rule that 2 harm.
Cool. So, yeah, she flees Ceph's I think that she is going to run to Declan's cave. She's already halfway between the school and the beach. I think she's afraid to go home. She's afraid to go back to school.
Okay. Sure, you go seek solace in Declan's empty cave. We're in the library of Whitfield Bay High, where Declan is waiting for Gwen to show up so they can finish writing his speech for tomorrow.
Probably more aptly so Gwen can write his speech for tomorrow.
Keep waiting. Ooh.
And Gwen doesn't show.
I'd like it if Riri was with Leonard in the tucked away corner, and at some point I'd like to come out in this scene.
Well, I mean, I'm just sitting alone in the library trying to write a speech. I guess eventually I start trying to do it on my own, and it's presumably not going well because I am not very good at writing, I think. Declan is maybe not the most eloquent person.
You're kidding.
Is it not coming through? Am I playing him too eloquent?
He just seems so
little too
suave and
eloquent,
genteel, you know? That's why we all want to fuck him so bad.
There's no other explanation, honestly.
Riri really can't resist an attractive, borderline illiterate young man sitting.
I've only been a human for like a year. It's not my fault. My reading comprehension.
Yeah.
Wait, going back, is that Riri's type? Attractive and basically illiterate?
Evan and Jake, I would say so.
In this instance, I pull up a chair and sit down next to you. What are you doing?
Supposed to be meeting Gwen to work on the speeches tomorrow. What's up?
Looks around. Doesn't see Gwen. Well, I was working on my late play with Leonard, which unfortunately still requires quite a bit of work. And that finished, I was on my way out, and I saw a poor boy struggling over what looks like, and I lean over, yes, a empty piece of paper.
I have the SpongeBob
Yeah.
Stop!
Not the
Not with the drop cap.
I don't see Gwen coming, and you know that the speeches are tomorrow, yes?
Why do you care? It's just the speech.
Well, I just want to see you represent yourself well, Declan. I don't want to see a train wreck of sorts up there tomorrow. I don't presume I'm not here to, help you too much or anything, but I got my own little bit of work, pulls out some, I guess, like readings that I have to do, and I won't say anything other than if you feel that you are stumped, I am quite proficient in speechcraft myself. However, until you decide that you may need any type of help, she gives you a smirk. I will be here, and she raises the book like up to her face, looking at you sideways. I will be here reading.
So I don't think Declan's going to take you up on helping him with his speech, but you mean that? You want to help me out?
I mean, I can help you get the juices, the blood flowing.
No. Please. Your partner.
Mm-hmm.
She has taken something from me. Well, from Mina, really, who stole it from me. And I need it back. That's the way you can help.
This is the first time hearing of this. What did you take? A special pencil? What do boys want? Your Game Boy Color?
It's a signed copy of a Nirvana album.
Oh my gosh, my prized possession.
What is it that this is the first time hearing of this?
It'll look like a animal skin, like a seal skin. It's just it's an heirloom that Mina took from me, and now Anna has it, and I need it back, and I don't want to deal with Anna. So if somebody could just...
You don't? I'm so pleasant.
I don't want... I'm kind of want to avoid you because I don't want you to use it against me.
I think Riri, already being suspicious of your humanness, will give you a wink and say, "Mum's the word, Declan."
So you're gonna help me?
I will see what I can do. I can't promise you anything, Declan. However, I don't want to win this election on underhanded tactics. And make no mistake, we do intend to win and actually have a fully written speech.
I'll have a speech done. It's just, this whole heirloom thing is distracting.
Well, Declan, if it's that distracting, I like I said, I will see what I can do, and hopefully then you can just put your full mind to that page there. Look, Declan, you don't need Gwen, you don't need me to write your speech. All you need to do is look inside yourself, look inside your heart, and just write honestly. That's it.
That's it. That's the whole thing.
And just write honestly.
Okay, thanks, Riri. And I'm gonna try and focus again on my speech.
I read Catcher in the Rye.
Phonies. I do want to join the chess club. Yeah, maybe I get frustrated with my speech and go try and join the chess club.
I kill her.
Why?
Him. I kill Declan on the spot.
Because she's getting too close to Leonard?
Yeah, stay away.
You, frustrated, put your speech down. You walk over to Leonard. What happens?
So, Declan, obviously great at chess, knows all of the rules. So, sits down in front of Leonard and says, hey, Leonard, right? We haven't actually spoken before. I'm Declan.
Yes. Hi, Declan.
I hear you're the chess guy about town, right?
That's me. All things chess.
Yeah, I've never actually played chess. What's it? I'd love to learn. I'm running for student council, as you know, as you might know. I don't know how much attention you're paying, but the chess club is like a really important part of the school. And if I'm gonna do a good job, I should know a little bit about it, right? What you guys need and stuff.
Well, that's very kind of you to reach out. So, I mean, Riri and I have talked a little bit about this election, and politics isn't my main area of interest, but, well, chess is. So, happy to show you a few things, but it's not an easy game. So, if you're serious about it, then you have to put the work in.
Yeah, well, teach me the basics, and maybe even if politics isn't what you're interested in, if there's anything you need, you don't have to be interested in politics to let me know and see what I can do for you.
Well, here's the thing that I do care about. I'm really good at chess, okay? And I would love to compete. But as you know, the administration doesn't really take this club or any of the clubs in this school very seriously, because all their attention is on sports.
Yeah, that's actually, if you haven't been following, you might not know, that is actually one of our main points that we're trying to fix is the rowing team. All the money is going into rowing because Anna Gale's dad is funding it, right? He's bankrolling the rowing team.
Mm-hmm.
And if Anna Gale wins, that's not gonna change it much. She's gonna keep the status quo. If we win, we're already planning on trying to divert funds from rowing. It's overfunded and it's only affecting 5 students, just Anna Gale's friends. We can spread that money out a bit and get some funding to the chess club so you guys can go on trips to Vancouver and to maybe compete against local schools and all that. I think, am I rolling? Vote for me?
Yeah, do it.
What the fuck?
What am I rolling with again?
That depends on how you feel about...
Don't think I'm doing sexy. I think I'm just doing politics.
Okay, then roll with cool.
Doesn't have sexy energy.
Jordan, you'll be happy. That's
Good.
a 4.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh no.
It was a good argument.
It was a good argument. I think you're just really bad at chess.
I'm still bad at chess. I don't know the rules. I've only been a human for a year.
Yeah. Right, Leonard doesn't disagree with you, is the thing. This roll is so, like, intense. Because I did write that if you fail this roll, they will never vote for you.
Whoa. Wait, question.
Yeah.
So let's say that Declan fails this roll and Leonard is like, I'm never going to vote for you. Can Gwen then make that same roll? No.
I don't think so.
Good to know.
Okay, so here's the thing that happens. Leonard considers everything you're saying, and right, he agrees, and he would, love for all of that to be possible. I don't think you pick up chess very fast, Declan, so he's a little bit frustrated. And I think he just sighs and says, well, like I said, politics is not really my thing, so, I mean, good luck, Declan, but, I don't think chess is your thing.
All right, I guess. Thanks for hearing me out. Nice to meet you, Leonard.
Nice to meet you. So we're in the art room. Harmony's giving you some extra practice so you don't suck and the boys accept you in the band.
Am I allowed to, like, spin this as I want to, like, effectively or mechanically basically just practice, be really focused, be really into the sax, and effectively, like, take a string or whatever would help me roll vote for me again on Harmony the next time I meet them.
Did you roll it for Harmony or just for the boys?
I don't think I rolled vote for me. I rolled it the first time and it was mixed. And then I rolled it every time I've rolled it, it has been mixed. So It's been like, just keep practicing and keep showing up.
Yeah, because if you've rolled it for this character, then you can't roll it again.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah, the result can only be upgraded if you get to fucking.
Okay, so I'm here and the condition is, I just gotta bone them.
I mean, you can also practice really hard.
Is that another way to do it?
We don't have time for that.
I'll do both. Anna tries to practice really hard and also tries to bone Harmony.
So you've been practicing for, let's say, 20 minutes. And there's this one note that's, like, pretty complicated, and every time you try and get there, it just doesn't work. So Harmony comes up behind you, because we love doing this on this podcast. We love making ghost jokes, and they reach their arms around you to help you adjust your fingers to the right notes.
They're showing me the notes, and I'll take my hands off for a moment and just like slide them down their thighs, basically. See if they're receptive to that.
Yeah, it's not a secret that you make Harmony blush. They are very serious about music, but they definitely have the hots for you.
Anna will say, "Are you okay with this?"
Yeah, I mean, what did you have in mind?
I don't know. How much can we accomplish in the next 15 minutes? And, like, very gently puts the sax down.
I think we're both creative people. But we should probably lock the door.
Anna gets up so fast to lock that door. I'm not gonna get into too much explicit detail here. But, like, maybe is Harmony like a sit on the lap type or like a sit on my lap type?
No, you would sit on their lap.
Okay. Locks the door, sit on their lap, and just start kissing on their neck.
Nice. How far do you take it?
As far as they'll let me. Like, I will bone them if they're into it.
Yeah, they're definitely into it. So you can go ahead and use your sex move.
Cool.
Which will give Harmony the condition one of them and include them as part of your gang.
Amazing! I got a new hive mind person!
But you do have to choose 2 adjectives to describe your time with Harmony in the music room.
Inventive?
Okay.
And
One
like...
time at band camp?
Yeah.
Truly.
And like maybe clandestine, but that makes it sound like Batman.
Well, you said it was inventive, right? You're probably fucking her Batman style. Covert, surreptitious, stealthy sex.
I like surreptitious.
What is it like when someone becomes a hive mind member?
I think it's like extra pleasurable, like, because Anna's thing is like, if you're on my side, I know how to make you feel just like super good all the time, and it's only if you like dissent that I'm gonna go like raised earth on you, right?
Damn.
So yeah, there's a weird like, I want you to please me, but I also really want to please you.
How many times?
So told you, however much we can do in 15 minutes.
It's like it's a sex focused cult.
Yeah, it is.
That's so, I don't think but that is what it is.
So, I don't know. It just feels like you're, I don't want to be too Ileana. I want to say it like feels as though your senses are heightened. You're just like more aware.
Yeah, it's like when your sinus is finally clear, except now you're telepathic.
Yeah.
Oh, like that.
Your soul sinus is blocked, and your whole life you didn't realize it was blocked.
My sinus chakra.
Yeah.
Got it.
After that happens, I think Anna is like also actually really into this, for the record. It's like I really actually think I'm starting to genuinely like this person, even though it totally started out as like a please vote for me, I need you to vote for me, but Harmony's got style. I don't know. So Anna walks out of the music room in a good mood. A very good mood.
This episode's such a roller coaster.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go hang out with Riri.
What's in that little purse that you've been carrying around?
It's a weird question. Do you want like a breakdown? My lip balm?
No. There wouldn't be a damp seal-like pelt, would there?
What's in the box? Yeah. Anna has no reason to lie to you. Yeah, I stole this from Mina, and I have no idea what the fuck it does, but clearly it sounds like you do.
No, I don't know what it does other than being a pelt. I have no reason to suspect it's anything else. Wait, yes I do. Declan, actually, I ran into Declan today, and he was inquiring about me getting it back for him. I think that it has a great significance, and so I think that we should humbly return it to Declan as soon as we can.
Huh. Interesting. I was asking Mina this morning who it belonged to, just so I could give it back. I agree. Declan should have it back. It's his family heirlooms. But first, I want to see what kind of fun we can have with it.
What does that mean?
I don't know. You could definitely cause trouble with anything that someone finds important. I just haven't decided what yet. But I'm not planning to hold on to it forever. I'm not evil or anything. I know it's important to him. I'm not going to destroy it. In fact, I'm protecting it. I just want something out of it too. I don't know what yet.
Well, Anna, I'm going to trust that you won't do anything too malicious, and that you will promptly return it to Declan, and I'll pretend that I I didn't hear the rest. Wink, winky face, wink, wink.
Okay, cool. We walk to the cafe and get high.
Okay. We'll hop on over to Declan's cave, where Gwen has been hanging out all day. What have you been doing today, Gwen?
Girl, I've been like sobbing on the bed.
The cops are coming for you. Cops are coming to get you.
No snooping?
I don't, maybe a little bit of snooping. Yeah, I think there's room for some snooping. Would I find anything interesting in your fucking boy cave?
Things that you would find would be like, I have like everything you've recommended me to have, for example. Like a stack of like the books, even if they've gone on read, cassette tapes and all that.
Would I find things that would indicate your non-traditional humanity?
I want to say yes, but I'm trying to think of what that is. Because I want to, like... I do want you to have a hint of that.
Well, what has like, Declan needed to learn since he came to Whitfield's Bay?
What has he needed to learn?
Being a human for dummies is on the table.
I don't know. Maybe he even has like a journal. He can keep a journal. That's fine.
What would Declan's journal be like?
Could you just say like the really fancifully?
Good. Very, very, very good.
Entries would be quite short. It would be like, this is what happened today. With a little bit of like maybe notes for things that happened that he's like, today, Elizabeth said I don't pay a lot of attention to people around me. Must be aware of this. I should pay attention to like how I should be acting and like I also think he might even be explicit about like need to learn how to human.
Yeah, and Gwen is like, you know, she's not like a dummy. She has confirmed a vampire presence. You know, Mina's been talking about like weird magic shit. People all day have been talking about this like pelt. So like I think, you know, I don't know if I mean honestly Gwen probably listens to the odd like bad like folk band album and is like maybe familiar with the concept of a selkie. I think it gives me like that information for sure and like a plot, but I also think emotionally I feel, well, for a lot of reasons, partly because I burned that bridge with Mina, but also I feel like I'm thawing that freezing of Declan because it's like clear that he is trying really, really hard. I'm sure a lot of the writing is like pretty flattering of me, and I wouldn't be surprised if I chalked up most of the things I didn't like about him to Mina was trying to like bully and like manipulate him, plus he is like trying to become a human. So I think after like spending some time in the space and reading this diary, I'm like, I've been mean to Declan because I assumed that he had all of the capabilities of like a regular teenage boy, but he doesn't even have those. So like I shouldn't be harsh to him that way. Mind you, that is still like a subcurrent under like this overwhelming surge of like grief and fear and shame. And when you do get back to the cave, I am still just like lying down on your mattress, like dead-eyed, staring at the wall. I was gonna do some nice mascara today, and now my face is just a mess. My like hair is unkempt. I'm just like not doing good.
I like pause in the doorway when I see you, and then instead of like just coming in, I knock on the side of my cave to like indicate my presence.
I look up to you, but I don't say anything.
Why are you okay?
I think Gwen tries to open her mouth to speak, but she just starts crying again, like all over again, because she's trying to figure out how she's going to explain it to you.
All right, I'll hug you and let you cry.
I cry into your shoulder for a long time. And how do we feel about this? I start kissing your neck.
Okay. I think Declan will let that happen.
Does it turn you on? Can I turn you on, Doctor?
You have to roll for that, I think.
You do have to roll for that. If you have strings, you can add them.
I don't have any strings on Declan right now because I used them all when I freaked out with him in gym class, but I do have this thing that I want to use anyway because we were literally just talking about using all of our sheet moves. I have Unashamed. I can give someone a string on me to add 3 to my attempt to turn them on.
Okay.
And I struggled a lot with having that move because I was like, I don't think Gwen, she's like so in love with Declan. I really like that arc for her. But I really like this moment of like what she really wants is like comfort and to be like held and taken care of. And so I think that's like, that would be a way that's true to Gwen to like want to put her heart into a turn someone on roll because she really just wants to like make the world go away for a bit. So I'm going to roll to turn you on. Gird your loins.
Gird.
That's a 13.
Whoa!
Oh, wait, sorry. I have a hot stat. It's a 15.
What the fuck?
Your dick pops off.
That's too much, man.
Yeah, so on a 10 up, gain a string on them, and they choose a reaction from below. I give myself to you, I promise something I think you want, or I get embarrassed and act awkward.
Give yourself to me, Declan.
Yeah, I think that's what it's got to be. I think that's what we're going to do. So, camera does its thing, pans up to a Nirvana poster.
Well, I was going to say, is there anything more like classic than like we fall onto the mattress and we pan out to like crashing ocean waves against the shore? Like it's so classic. Yeah, we get nasty.
No, you don't. You don't get nasty.
No, we get like passionate and like loving.
Can I get sex adjectives from Declan and Gwen?
Oh, girl, can you? I would say that from Gwen's perspective, the sex was fulfilling. There was like a long drive there that finally paid off, and very like safe. Like she was seeking shelter in a storm, and boy, she found it.
I'm gonna say maybe grounding and soothing. Maybe a little bit of that homesickness he was feeling this morning has gone away, and in that way, the ocean did do its job. Yay, ocean.
Went a bit roundabout. Yeah, I think it maybe reminds you that after a long day, that there is stuff on Earth that's worth hanging around for.
Mm-hmm.
Like that ass.
Like that ass that I'm sporting in my leather miniskirt that says MCR on the butt. Can we use our sex moves?
Yeah, you should.
What's the Selkie sex move?
When you have sex with someone, it counts as submerging yourself in water. Since the oceans tell you their secrets, gain a string on someone else they've had sex with. So that doesn't really work.
I mean, Gwen's not a virgin.
But is it anyone relevant right now?
The one kid that moved out of town.
You now know about his bug collection. Who would Gwen have had sex with? I mean, it's eligible. Who would be interesting to have for Declan to have a secret on?
Elizabeth.
Oh, I probably like fingered Elizabeth at a party one time.
All right, so I have another string on Elizabeth. And what's your move?
When I lie naked with another, I can ask them for a promise. If they refuse, take 2 strings on them. So I think in the aftermath, as like the sunset is streaking through the mouth of the cave and we're lying on your bed, I finally find the courage to speak, and I turn over and look at you on your like gross seawater stained pillow. And I'm like, Declan, I did something really bad.
What did you do?
I hurt Mina.
Hurt her how?
I hurt her, Declan.
Like, physically?
She deserved it. She told me about the way that she was treating you.
What did she tell you?
She told me that she didn't trust you, and she stole from you, and she lied to you, and she tried to trick you, and she lied to me because she thought she knew what was best for everyone. And I came here, and I know who you are, Declan.
Who am I?
I like gesture with my hand out towards like the open sea. I smile weakly and I say, "You're not from around here, are you?"
Yeah, I'm very new to everything.
I know you're still figuring it out, and I don't want to make things harder for you, but I'm figuring stuff out too. I think that really all we have is each other.
Declan nods. I think he's gonna thank you. He'll say, well, thank you for showing me the ropes.
Gwen smiles and maybe even laughs softly, and she says, promise me something. Riri, I think she's a vampire. I think she's gonna try to hurt someone or kill someone here. We have to keep people safe. Declan, she's dangerous. Promise me you'll help me keep people safe.
Just tell me what to do.
Thank you for listening to episode 5. This little podcast is 1 month away from being 2 years old. We couldn't do this without you. Every time you tweet us or DM us or stick our posts in your Instagram story, it clears our skin and waters our crops. Please keep doing that. Your recommendation is what sells our show to new people. If you'd like to give us money, you can do that on Patreon or Ko-fi. Links are always in the show notes, and we really want to hire someone to help transcribe our podcast because it takes many hours from multiple people to get them fixed up to our standards, and we'd love to use those hours to make more content for you. So if you have some dollars or euros or other currency to spare, we will put them to good use, I promise. We're back in 2 weeks. Take care.